everyone, it's Angie Maria from creationisfinished.com, and today's video, how to manifest in a time crunch. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, it's Angie Marie from creationisfinished.com, and today we're going to talk about how to manifest in a time crunch because I know I've done it a few times. First, I do offer one-on-one coaching, but you can email me and I will email you back the details. As you can see, my bangs are shorter, and it wasn't because I cut them, it's because they were singed by my straightening iron. It's an old one. Oh. Yeah, I'm affirming that they grow back because I was trying to let my hair kind of get the same length as my hair. That's why I cut it short. Today it's really noticeable, but you know what? I don't care. Update on my weight loss affirmation. So I had a doctor's appointment today. I haven't been feeling well, so I have to go quite a bit to get labs done and all that because I've been tired. I just recently started to affirm I'm gonna feel better. But anyway, so they weighed me, and you know, I've been doing this, I weigh 120 pounds affirmation, and I had gained a lot of weight back in December. Well, now I'm back to the weight I was the last time I seen them. So I'm down 13 pounds. I'm so happy. And you know what? I've done absolutely nothing. I haven't exercised. I haven't been outside. I live in Michigan. It's been freaking cold, except for the past week. We're kind of up there, but it's been freezing, snow, blizzards. I've done nothing. And they opened up my state. Partially. And I've been out when they did, eating bad. But I keep telling myself every freaking day, every morning, every time in the afternoon, and at night, I weigh 120 pounds. When I post on my Facebook group, I always end it, I weigh 120 pounds. Because that's my goal. I'm only 4'11". I can't really weigh that much, and even 120 is a little bit too much for me. So anyway, if you're trying to do weight loss, all you gotta do is affirm I weigh so-and-so. Because when they told me I weighed the same much as I did back then, I was like, wow, really? So I was like, no, it was in November. I mean, I've had to do blood work for them after that, but when I was in the office, I weighed the same much as I did in November. So all that extra weight gain I had put on, it's gone. How to manifest in a time crunch. I'm going to try not to make this video very long because I got to make some other videos. Okay. What I love about this is I've done it with money and I've done it with my SP. So I will talk about the money first and how I did it. Now, the money one was back in March, and it's when COVID all came around. I had a job. I left the job in February. Well, I was getting laid off anyway, but I had COVID. So by the time it was to go back to work, I was laid off. So anyway, I hadn't gotten unemployment yet. I was behind in my bills. And I was just coming into LOA, and I just affirmed I'm going to have this much money by so-and-so. And I just kept affirming it in my head. And I was kind of a novice at LOA, even though, you know, I did crap in the other. That's all I did. And I got it. Now, it was from a family relative, but I didn't ask it for them. I did not ask them to help me. They had no idea. Back then, being I was new, I just affirmed I needed this much now. I ended it now. And it came. Now, my SP. Okay. Oh, just for the record, me and my SP had a rough few days. We actually broke up. A lot of it was done by me, but I affirmed everything was going to be okay, and he came back, and I'll talk about that in another video. But anyway, how I affirmed him. It was back in July. I started affirming him. It was the end of July, and I knew I wanted him back before August 15th. That was my son's graduation party. He was graduating from high school. So I wanted us to be back together then. And this is after he told me we were never getting back together, bringing up past relationships that he's had a problem with, him the third party, and he told me to get it out of my head. So what I did to manifest in a time crunch, just so you know, okay, when you affirm over and over and on a loop over all day and have a good mental diet, it comes faster because it becomes a dominant assumption faster. At least for me. But I told myself I wanted him back before August 15th. So that was already in my head and it was already created. Now when I was affirming him, I affirmed all the time over and over again, but sometimes I would add the word now. Even though in my mind I already had August 15th planted in my head, I would say now. And that's why when I started affirming for him, like 2 days later, he kept coming around, and he was never around the third party. He was always with me. Now, I never asked him where she was. I didn't care because she didn't exist in my world. But that's what I did. I mean, it was already planted in my brain, August 15th. But I just would affirm. And sometimes I wouldn't say now because I already had it planted in my head, August 15th. But I looped it over and over and over again. Now, remember, I made a video, you just let it go and it will come eventually. It may not be now, but if you just let it go, it will come. Or if you just affirm sometimes during the morning, sometimes later, or whenever they pop in your mind, yeah, it will come. It's not going to come as fast as when you're affirming over and over and over and over again. Because when you affirm over and over and over and over again, eventually it becomes a dominant assumption much quicker. Because it's constantly on your brain. It's going into your subconscious mind. And even if you don't see a visual, I mean, when you're saying it or thinking it, there's a picture. So I just affirm, mainly I just affirm like, SP wants me and only me. But sometimes I would add the word now. He came back 2 days before August 15th. He came back August 13th. So that's basically how do you manifest in a time crunch. Just add something. It doesn't have to be now. You could say by the end of, whatever it is you're trying to manifest. Say by the end of this week. Even if it's not this week and it's a little bit later, just say this week. Or say now. Or just have it in your brain, you need it by this time. But the key is affirm on a loop. And if you have a bad mental diet, when something bad comes in, just flip it and keep the mental diet, the affirming. That's all you gotta do. I did it. I did it twice. If you have any questions, you can email me or leave me a question on my Facebook page. Yeah, but that's basically, that's how I affirmed him. After he told me, get that out of your mind, we're never getting back together, so forth. I hope, this question came from somebody on my Facebook group. I hope that answered it. I didn't want to make up something in my brain. I wanted, like I said before, I like to share what I've done. Things that I have done, they've happened. But to me, it's easy to do it. You just think now, or have it. If it's so far away, or like 1 or 2 months, you want it, make up a different time. You want it sooner and add now to it. and just keep your mental diet good. That's all you gotta do. This is Angie Marie from creationisfinished.com. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, push the bell icon so you know when I upload a video, and go out and create something wonderful today. Bye-bye.